This college basketball picks, Ivy League, and Kelly in Vegas edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey, this is Brandon Lang. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Well, hello, Sean. Loaded day of basketball. You know, I'm really starting to believe the people that tell me this is a better Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday than March Madness week 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far, but the games have been awesome. A lot of fun. I mean, bunch of great action, bunch of great sweats. A lot of these lines coming down the last couple points here. Joining us on the line to talk all things college hoops, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Good eye, mate.
Jesus, that's loud.
He's coming in hot.
Colby, let's start the Town Fest. How about those UMass Minutemen?
I mean, I tried to tell you people.
Who's you people?
I mean,
I'm also on the UMass Minutemen, 40-1.
You can make a case that they should have won all 3 matchups this year. Now, I think the second one, Miami, Ohio, deserved to win that game, but I thought the first one, UMass deserved to win. So you give a good coach 3 chances, he's gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? Like the first game, they let him off the hook. You want to crown him, you crown him, Sean. But the second one, okay. I mean, they had the lead at like the 7-minute mark in all 3 matchups, all 3 this year. So you're going to let a coach continue to game plan, especially a great defensive minded coach. They're going to figure it out. And also obviously Miami, Ohio's off the rivalry win and telling the crowd to suck his dick.
I mean,
and, you know, like
yeah, just right off there. It feels like a letdown opportunity. Colby, are they in? It seems like the talking heads are saying they're in. I said they were in as soon as they went undefeated. Other people saying they're not. Where are you at? Are they in or not?
I mean, they better be in. I'll tell you that. Like, and they better not be in the play-in game. And listen to Frank Martin, because we've been preaching this shit. And let me tell, we've been saying this on recent episodes, I believe. And Frank maybe does a better job of explaining it than what I've been saying for a while now about how the power schools are learning how to cook the books now. So we shouldn't put we shouldn't put that much weight into the metrics. But anyway, fire it. Shout out to Frank Martin.
It'd be a complete embarrassment.
He was asked if they should put Miami of Ohio in.
They better. It'd be a complete embarrassment if the decision makers sit in that room. And I've been privy to being on the NABC board. They allow us to go do a sample selection Sunday with the people on the committee. So I know the criteria that goes into it. We've created a bad system. Why? All our teams in our league were all assigned a number before the season started. Those metric numbers that are assigned to us, how do we ever change those numbers if we can't play the teams that are assigned the number 20 to start the season? Because they ain't scheduling. Excuse my bad English. They're not going to schedule us. I've been around the block a couple times. and it's one of the
Oh, yeah,
reasons
yes.
that I was so nervous today. It'd be an embarrassment, a complete embarrassment, if this league doesn't get 2 teams in. This league's too good. I've coached in Conference USA, Big East, name the league, I've been in it, and the top 2 teams in this league are as good as anyone in some of those leagues that I just mentioned, and it'd be a complete embarrassment if that doesn't happen.
I mean, this is Kramer. Are you related to this guy?
Is this Hispanic Pesci?
This guy sounds like I've been around the block a couple times.
I mean,
he felt like he was going to complain about a light envelope. This is this.
Well, we were just
I
talking
told you
about
he's
this
number 1 in our power rankings for
yeah.
the Royal Rumble. I mean, this guy used to be a
Most-
bouncer. He's been shot.
Yeah.
I think what the deciding factor that got him into coaching was he was shot at a few times as a bouncer in Miami. I'm serious. I believe that's the case. He's also bailed Moneyline Mac out of jail before. How about that?
Really?
Yes.
Now that's a story.
Yes.
Well, that's of course Moneyline Mac on top of being maybe the best
Great follow right now
on Twitter right now. Also,
March Madness is in full effect.
The idea that he was in the inner circle of both Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. I mean, that is a man who has. I mean, you got to imagine he has some get out of jail free cards.
If we did a list
call
of
this bad boy in.
Yeah, we did a list of guys who college basketball coaches most likely to also own brass knuckles. It would not be close. This guy looks like he's got them on underneath the table.
They're in the side pocket right now.
Yeah.
They're in the side in case it goes down.
Am I speaking out of line to say that he had an incident with a little bit too much physicality with the players before? Did he not get in some trouble, or am I thinking of someone else?
Maybe he did. I don't remember that though. Right?
Okay,
Maybe,
I could be wrong. I could be speaking out of line here, but for some reason I have a memory, and it makes sense. It's like when Mike Leach locked that pussy in the shed in Texas Tech. It's like, yeah, it kind of seems bad, but when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, it's football. What are you gonna do?
It's a shed.
Yeah.
Kid was fine.
and back to his point, the metrics, it's gotten really worse since we've gone to these metrics. I think it was 2017 or 18. Ever since we've done that, there's an evolution to it. There's people are finding, the power schools are finding ways to basically taint the record or taint the numbers. And that's exactly what he's saying. And that's why we need to create a better system. It's getting pretty ridiculous. If you're 30-0, I don't give a shit if you're in the NEC. If you're 25-0, you should be fucking in. You should be in.
No, undefeated. And the MAC has been, I mean, watching this conference tournament, it's competitive. Akron, that Akron Buffalo game was must watch TV late in that game. Akron almost lost outright to Buffalo. The conference. Okay, there's some dead weight that isn't in the tournament because they only took the top 8 teams, but it's a good conference. And UMass, watch out. Green, we took the future on them because let's go.
I'm telling you, this guy, he should have never got fired at South Carolina. You look at South Carolina, if you exclude the COVID season, after his first 2 years, South Carolina's been terrible. They haven't been relevant since the 70s in basketball. He took them to the Final Four, beat Duke in 2016, by the way, in that tournament. He didn't have a losing season except for the COVID year. His final 8 years? It's unbelievable
and Mac was at the game showing off some of his photos. Of course, he's posing with more cheerleaders.
Well, not just once.
Both sides.
I mean,
he's the Benedict.
Well, he didn't have to leave the building. They're coming to him. It's just every team. It's a car. He's doing the literal car wash with cheerleaders. I mean, look at this.
Oh, careful, Ryan.
I mean, it's just like I gotta be honest. Obviously,
pretty funny.
Matt, regardless of Mac being a part of the college experience, he has a tremendous amount of connections in the college basketball world. He's credentialed for all of these. And by the way, I've seen a couple fan shots of Mac.
Yeah.
In the crowd, But the idea that he has somehow the connection to like the cheerleading coordinator, that like that's the shot he's going to get with every. This is amazing.
Well, and it looks good for the company. I mean, I would have thought someone from SGPN asked to take a picture with the cheerleaders. They would say, no. Immediate red flag.
Also,
I guess Mac and the company have enough juice. Right?
There are different levels of media.
Yeah.
And to be down courtside,
Posey with the cheerleaders
is a pretty good level of
credential. You're literally in it.
Look, any AD that wants to step towards him, he goes, I was on Frank Martin's staff. He's a good friend. And they go, whoa,
hey,
whoa, you can do what you want to do.
I'm a main guy.
You can do whatever you want to do. You want to shoot the basketball? If you want to shoot the fucking basketball, right?
You want to play? You want to play on the team? I do like the times that Mac has. Again, we brought this up on an earlier show, but let me just. I don't know if you remember this guy.
Hey, they need some guys to hold the cheerleaders up. So, shout out to the dude cheerleaders.
Well, he showed. I was pretty sure he went to hang out with Mac at the bar. Did a couple of Rumpelman shots with him at the bar afterwards.
It's a 2 for Tuesday special. $5 you call it.
Listen, as someone who lived in West Hollywood and understood the how it feels nice to get a drink bought for you, I understand that.
We got
really living a life.
Hold on, that wasn't our only dog, by the way. Ole Miss Moneyline.
Ole Miss.
Boom, Chris Beard again.
He's feeling himself right now.
Let's go.
Speaking of giving away cash, we're giving away with these Moneyline dogs. We're also helping give away $5,000 in prizes. It is free to enter. It is a bracket competition. I'm not going to explain to you how a bracket works. Very easy. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. Get signed up today. $5,000 in prizes. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. We also have our $25,000 winner take all survivor contest. 25K guaranteed. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. That one you pay to get in, but the bracket contest completely free. So shout out to our sponsors for getting us some sweet prizes to give away.
Would you like an overlay update?
I love the overlay updates, Ron.
I noticed that you like, I don't know what you like more, the overlay updates or me and Colby talking about things that aren't college basketball.
Oh, I enjoy some of the conversations.
Oh, sure. 18 that we're almost down to 17,000 in overlay. So still very nice. And I was brainstorming earlier a way to both make sure Colby fills out his bracket in the contest and incentivize his chat. If you beat Colby in the bracket challenge, you will be entered in a raffle where we will give out some number of
George Mason Start Your Football Program t-shirt.
I was going to say Colby's in charge of what we'll give away, but we will raffle off. We will raffle off some startyourfootballprogram.com. Do you think Colby will enter a bracket? Because it could be a big raffle if we have to enter.
He better, because I don't want everyone that enters to beat Colby because he's too silly to fill out his bracket.
All that means is the wheel has thinner slices when we spin the wheel for the raffle.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I thought about that, and that's why I said you enter to win something.
So then how's Colby? What's his motivation? That just pride?
Yeah, we'll figure out the punishment.
Well, how about what do we?
If he doesn't fill out the bracket?
Well, yeah. If Colby doesn't fill out the bracket, the George Mason shirt is out of the merch store.
Oh, immediately?
Yes.
It becomes a classic.
Whoever
item.
bought those shirts have to return them at Colby's expense.
Yeah, Colby he has to go around the country and collect.
That's the only thing he cares about.
We'll give him the receipts, and he has to go collect all the shirts. Honestly, that'd be a hell of a Noah goes with him and just records the whole
road trip.
Well, that's the other part. He has to stay with Noah for as long as it takes to collect the shirts.
Yeah,
there could be a homicide. I heard Colby talking. I think it was last night's episode. That was not happy. Noah immediately came in to correct Colby on something.
This pile of shit. Listen to
Sean,
this.
I was laughing out loud. It was hilarious because Noah was right. That was the best part.
I'm rewarding Idaho for making the tournament this is their first year dancing since 1989, and he's like, it was 1990, and I was like, but it's the 89-90 season. They started the season in 89. This prick to step on me for that.
Well,
I'm like, dude,
it is 90.
fucking die in a forest fire, dude. Like,
technically,
shut the
it was
fuck
the
up.
1990 March Madness.
Well,
But would
Sean,
you call this?
This is 2026 March
I'm gonna do.
Madness.
Yeah, this is 2020. This I don't call this 2025 March Madness.
Noah's right.
When they canceled March Madness in 2020, it was COVID. That was 2020.
I think
it wasn't the 2019 season.
I think
Well, back
Noah's
then,
right. Get
No-
Noah
Noah
promotion.
Noah wouldn't know. He wasn't alive back then, but they actually referred to it as the year the season started back then. So
Okay, nice.
He's
let's
really
go with
holding
that.
on.
Yeah.
He's really holding on.
What a fucking prick. I'm opening up the fucking show. Congrats. Their first season since 1989. It was 90, Colby. You're wrong. It was 90.
I got to be honest. I thought.
Well, you remember Ed McMahon always used to correct Johnny Carson on trivial things.
I thought the timing was perfect.
Piss Colby off.
And I thought it. Yeah, I thought it was.
I'm really looking forward to our company outing at the in Vegas.
I'm bringing the cyanide. All right. I'll tell you that right now.
March 18th, Wednesday night, 6:00 at the Overhang Bar. Come say hi. Drinks on us, and you get to meet Noah.
Yeah,
Not a firm handshake from Noah, but you can get one.
I bet you. I mean, he's got some pretty studly photos.
Well, I don't want to guarantee. Kramer guarantees a firm handshake.
Yeah.
Noah TBD. We'll see.
I've had 0 people complain. 0.
Yeah,
And
I hadn't even introduced anybody yet either, by the way. Like, it was an
Colby's
all-time
still
dick
stuck on
move.
it.
All-time dick move. That's why I talked about it for the next 20 minutes. I was like, dude, like, I don't even want your fucking opinion anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
this is like, the girl that works in the office does something. It's totally fine. Your wife does the same thing and you want to strangle her. I think that's what this is right here. No one's getting different. I thought it was great radio. All right. Shall we?
Yeah, let's get after it.
Which, by the way, the day started off. I know we don't often tout on this show, but the day started out insanely hot for me, and it was one of those days where the Plinko chip was just bouncing into the right slot. There was a while there where I think the slot outside of because I even missed on the betting on the Miami of Ohio game due to a mistake on my behalf.
Clerical error.
I
forgot it started.
I screwed up. Didn't bet that one, and so I didn't have a loss in there until like Akron. It was a. You
lost with Iowa though, right?
There were wrong picks.
Oh,
but
that you actually got down.
The ones that I actually I played 80% of the card and I just missed the loss. It was one of those days where you're just like, God damn, I'm not playing the losses. I'm hitting all the wins, had some money lines, including my dog that once again, I was made fun of for a win's a win, Sean.
Yeah. Miami was
money
one of my
line.
locks. Fortunately, Grand Canyon shit the bed. Wisconsin blew a big lead. That was brutal. UNLV never really had a shot, but it was a fun short ride with UNLV.
Yeah, and we'll have to talk about it later, perhaps. But I have to start wondering if I'm gonna. When do I try to get out of my Steve Alford position in the conference future? All right, Colby. We have a lot of games. Is this the best day of basketball, or is Saturday the best day of basketball this week?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think it depends on the match. I mean, these slides right to start are just absolute fire. But
I mean. Kramer, are we gonna get flagged in YouTube? I know.
I don't know.
If you show children, there's a lot of restrictions around showing photos of children. The St. Louis Billikens, we gotta blur this out. This is inappropriate.
This is what it's like Stephen Hawking, Bill Gates. They're dressed up on Epstein Island.
Epstein leaked this shit.
This is like, what's that movie with Ice-T, The Most Dangerous Game? They let the baby go on the island. They dress up like colonial soldiers and go after him. My God,
who is that? That little guy that used to say the plane on that TV show back in the day.
You're talking Vern Troyer or something? Warwick Davis. Are you thinking of the guy who played Leprechaun?
Oh,
that's an Ice-T movie too, by the way.
Also, why for George Washington?
No, Fantasy Island. The plane. That's how the. How do you guys not know the Fantasy Island?
I don't know this at all.
I don't know it either, but I like it. All right.
Why is George Washington?
The character's name is Tattoo.
Why? Oh, okay. Of course. Tattoo. Why is George Washington not standing by himself? He's got a whole gang of people with him.
They're called the Revolutionaries now, and these are the Revolutionaries.
All right, hold on. We need to just for educational purposes. We have to watch the open scene of Fantasy Island here, real quick. We'll make it quick. It's gonna be worth it though. I forgot how funny the 70s TV was a completely different time, and
let's let me bring this up.
We will be. It'll be worth it.
Oh no!
And now he
Kramer,
wears
what are you
them
doing?
everywhere. Meet mesh
Turn your
irons,
ad blocker
the most
on.
flattering everyday pants.
Relax.
Okay, here you go. The little midget guy comes out of the bell tower. Then he runs down to greet the plane.
I 0% chance.
Look at him. He looks like that Pelican.
It ain't you, normal sled bus.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
Not like
Tattoo.
it's going to be.
The older heads in the audience will get what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hopefully. All right, Jordan. But we're in the A10, which means we're in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And yeah, we might have to blur out these slides. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. St. Louis laying 6.5 against George Washington. Is that a handgun that even existed back in 1776?
It's the old school musket handgun, you know?
Yeah. 100%. That's
Okay.
like that's a dueling pistol.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
This
Kramer
this
doesn't.
Kramer guy.
Kramer doesn't know ball.
Stick
He
to
doesn't-
animals, buddy.
He
Right?
he declined all duels. Colby, what are you doing? It's man, it's tough to get this excited about this St. Louis team. Robbie Avila, is he 100%? What do we think?
I think he's gonna play the. I believe who? Because I believe you referred to him as a fat
Milk
blob of
chocolate.
mayo.
Is he playing though?
I think. I mean, I saw the report saying he's not on the injury report that I'm seeing right now.
Okay.
The
so I would
doctor
assume
wasn't
he's
on
playing.
the injury report either, and he didn't show
I
up.
know.
Yeah.
Well, the doctor's
Great
been doing
call
that
by
his
The
whole
doctor's
goddamn
always
life. God. But I'm on the Colonials. I think the Colonials and their band of revolutionaries will be able to take down these Billikens there. Look, I don't trust St. Louis away from home. Look, there was a 3-point game last time they played, and I believe that was in St. Louis, if memory serves me correct. So getting 6.5, the St. Louis team away from that building is not that good. All right, so give me these Colonials to get it done. I think they're live on the money line.
Yeah, George Washington. The counter is George Washington. Not great ATS away from their building as well. But yeah, I don't know. The fat blob of mayo not being 100%. I think you got to take Mason here. 6.5 feels hair high. Nothing in the advanced metric makes me think they're not going to be able to at least hang around with this team. Kramer, what do you think?
They played a 3-point game the first time, but they didn't shoot well from behind the arc. They didn't shoot well from the free throw line. Perhaps a little bit of an outlier performance in general. And so I guess I'll lay the points. I will lay it. I think that won't happen again. And
but if anything, I think that might help George Washington's shooting might be good, seeing that they just played on this court the day before.
yeah,
And St. Louis a little rust.
that's always
And they're a top 43-point shooting team.
Yeah.
who.
George Washington.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, St. Louis is very
is like
good, too.
St. Louis is like the best at that though.
Yeah, at home. They cook the books for at home. Out on the road, they're trash. You know what I mean? We've proven this. How many money lines have I hit? You know, when you were on the other side of that. But keep being you, buddy.
We can't always get it right. Ohio State, Michigan laying 13.5. Been enjoying Ohio State the last couple days. This might be the end of the road though, right?
I'll take the points. So these 1 seeds don't have much to go for, but it is a rivalry game. But I still think Give me the points. It was like a 13-point game. Oh no, it was 20-point game in Columbus, but the other time they played, I think it was like 13 or 14. They're the more desperate team. The Buckeyes are. Sure, they can stay within the number. Let's go. Michigan wins by 10.
Yeah,
Kramer, you love a good favorite.
They did just win by 10 against Michigan State, so it's a very good application of that logic. What are we calling this number? 13.
13
well,
and a half, I think. Right?
I've been liking Ohio State though. They haven't. I can't.
Ohio State's offense is. You look at the advanced stuff, very good. Obviously, they've been playing pretty good basketball. Seemed like they turned a corner late here. That Purdue win kind of jump started their season here in this last stretch. So, yeah, Michigan coming off.
I do like.
I mean, Michigan's awesome. I think that was they won by 10, but that still was a pretty relatively tough game. It was back and forth. Guys were getting kicked in the nuts. I think it took a little out of them. I think Ohio State has the momentum here, so I'll take Ohio State in the points.
No, Michigan beat it. No, give me Michigan. I'm not getting cute. You can't do this. You fall in love with these teams playing in the earlier rounds, and then they run into these monsters. Duke didn't play like a monster tonight.
No, that's a great example.
Well, they're banged up a little bit. It's a little bit different. 9:30 a.m. on the West Coast. We're in Huntsville for Louisiana Tech and Missouri State. Some upsets going on.
Oh, the Flamin' Libs. I hope they learned a valuable lesson there. Is you clinch your conference win on like January 28th or something.
Keep
5-game lead. I think you learned that you better keep playing because you took a month off. You took a month off, and when you came back, Quanzo Martin and Missouri State stuck it to you. And they're hot, man. They've won a couple now, so I'm not getting in front of that trade. I don't like La Tech away from home, even though they've been a little hot lately too, winning 6 of 10.
Is it? I mean, I know it's a conference game or it's a conference tournament game. Is it a potential letdown spot? You slay Liberty if you're Missouri State. You were massive dogs going into that game, and now I don't know. I obviously you're still up for the game, but
Missouri State lost at La Tech on like February, like the last day of February, I feel like, or the day before or something, and they lost
February 12th in double OT.
No, that was the first matchup. They've lost both by.
You're right.
Yeah,
they lost 2 games by combined 3 points. Missouri State.
They're getting this one, man.
I like the revenge angle.
In Missouri State. Let's go.
I'm with you, Colby. Smart, sharp handicapping.
Not worried about that extra back to back catching up with them.
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at with the, I
guess there's a day off.
Liberty.
There's a day off involved. Yeah,
they didn't. They played Tuesday, Wednesday. They had the day off Thursday. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. There was a day off involved. So I guess if anything, the other team's the one on the back to back. I give me Missouri State. That game was on God's eye the entire time. Although it's got a tiny bear mouth, I was impressed with them. Oh, look how tiny it is. It's
first consensus play. Yeah, it doesn't. The mount. Yeah, we need to get the Missouri State as YouTube bear experts. We need to send them we actually should send them a letter.
Yeah,
and see what their response is about their bear mascot mouth not being proportionally accurate to the rest of the bear.
It just seems like it's a very narrow, tiny bear mouth.
Yeah. Right. Brian just keeps bringing up the small mouth. There's something going on there. Colby, what's going on with Kramer?
What do you mean?
He's very locked in on this bear mouth.
It's a mouth for eating ass. That's why Colby likes it.
I don't know that I like it. I prefer the Bulldog in this matchup here.
Okay.
But you are on Missouri State, to be clear. Yes. Everyone on Missouri State catching the one.
Talking logos.
He's a sucker for a dog.
Hey, if you guys want to trade some college basketball teams based on their logos or not, you can do it over at Kalshi. Kalshi available in all 50 states. New traders get $20 in your account. Toss us a bone. Use our promo code SGPN so you can get that $20. Love trading on Kalshi. It's very fun, and honestly, it's just great. I use it all the time just to kind of have the live odds up, seeing the win percentage. very cool platform. Highly recommend Kalshi if you're not on it. What are you waiting for? Love using me some sweet Kalshi there. It's great for college hoops and everything else. Literally everything else. Financial markets, entertainment, politics, crypto. You can trade almost anything over on Kalshi. And again, use that promo code SGPN so you get that bonus. And so we get your support. Appreciate it as always. Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Head over to Underdog, use that promo code SGPN, play $5, get $50 in bonus funds, and you can win up to 5,000x your money. Colby, let's get a little heater going on with some college basketball pick'em. Feel like we had another close loss here, unfortunately, but feels like a nice get right spot for us as a show. We went. What do we have? We had. Let's see. I'm looking up the past results here. That was I actually pulled up a
still private stock.
Yeah, a little something I did going a little off the reservation.
They keep taunting me with these non-college basketball boosts.
You know who screwed us?
I broke and did a soccer one.
Van Allen Lubin.
No,
got 14. We needed lower 13.5. Very annoying. Very annoying.
Dutch names just sound like villains always.
Let's take you to. I know they don't have a ton out yet for tomorrow, but they're working on it right now. Cedric Taylor though for Howard, the guard, the guard for Howard. So today against Norfolk State, he only had 11 points. That was the first time. Look at this since January 24th, this guy has had over 18.5 points. So he's had 19 points or more all but 2 times. And one of those times he had 18 against Yale. He had 11 points today. He is going to get higher than 18.5 points tomorrow. So give me Cedric Taylor for the Howard Bison. He's a baller. And then let's jump on over to the Toledo Rockets game against UMass. Leroy Blyden, the freshman out of Detroit. This guy's
Jenkins.
This guy's a beast. Well, let's look at the first time that he played UMass. He went for 22 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. All right. So I'm going to take you to his PRA at 26.5, right? 26.5. This guy's a great, not only is he a great scorer, because his last 4 games, 23 points, 20 points, 21 points, 22 points, but also the man will dish it. He had 13 assists against Buffalo. He's also a solid rebounder. Had 9 boards against Ohio, 7 boards against Buffalo, 6 boards today against Bowling Green. I am taking the higher on the PRA for Leroy Blyden.
Leroy Blyden. Higher, 26.5 PRA, and Cedric Taylor higher, 18.5 points. Kramer, I used
40% boost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me
too. So 4.73x on the multiplier. That is pretty damn good. And you can play along. Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN, play $5, get $50 in bonus funds. Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. Kramer, let's go.
Slide. Kentucky, Florida laying 11. I mean, this is another case of right. You got a rivalry game, big spread, but also it's one of the monster teams we were talking about earlier. Colby, what are we doing?
Well, Florida just beat him in Rupp by what? I think it was 6 or 7. We barely hit on that thing because we actually didn't hit on the show, but in real life.
Well, yeah, I was. Yeah. I locked it up and we projected the line at 7.5. Or no, was it? Yeah, 7.5.
And it was 5.5.
And then no, well, I circa when I bet it was 6.5. So they won by 7, which was for our sheet a loss, but in real life, I cashed it, so felt good.
Didn't get on the sheet though, right?
No, I literally just said that.
Well, I'm just saying, it's a loss,
right? But I highlighted that you actually won money, most likely if you bet it.
Yeah,
if you bet it on real numbers and not our
in different universes, yeah.
Sure. In the universe where I'm holding a winning ticket. Yes. Yeah. In that universe. Sure.
Yeah. Well, you can have both things can be true.
Colby, Kramer's salty. What's going on over here?
Who's salty? Just Just like,
calmer than you are, bro.
Just pointing out facts.
Colby, what do you make of this matchup, man? It's tough to fade Florida. I know these, these 1 seeds, their motivation is always questionable in these early tournament rounds. I don't believe in Kentucky. They got it done. Hats off to them. I still don't. I guess I'm still not sold. Maybe I should be. But what do you make of this matchup?
Well, I thought Kentucky actually matched up well with them the last time they played when we were lucky when we hit.
They
on
played
Florida.
well. They played well.
Yeah.
Florida was up big and Kentucky hung around, got back in it.
Yeah, and I'll look. This will be a Kentucky crowd yet again. So I will take the 10.5 with the Wildcats there. I don't think they're live on the money line, but you never know with these 1 seeds where you're pretty much in. It's like, do you wonder like, hey, if a guy dings up his knee for a little bit there. And by the way, shout out to the injury on the slippery court today. Glad to see the Big 12. Yeah, glad to see the Big 12 doing a great job protecting the players. I just think they can stay within that number, especially at home. And I just think Florida might not be as motivated as normal. You saw it with Duke barely getting past. I know Duke's injured, but I'll take the 10.5 and the Cats. I think this Florida wins by similar score. Similar scores the first time.
We're calling it at 11.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that's I like what he did there. He said he took a little bit less, just so we had to correct him and say, no, actually, Colby, you get a little bit more. It's a better bet than you thought.
I don't know, man. This Florida team's so good in the advanced metrics.
Did we not agree a little while ago?
Yeah,
just gonna not get in the way of some of these.
Florida's in my not bet against bucket right now.
You can be wrong betting on Florida and not feel like a complete moron.
Yeah,
but when Florida wins by 32,
I'm on it. Give me Florida.
Charlotte UAB. We really haven't circled back to find out if they actually got that dragon on the sideline. We're in Birmingham.
They did not.
Well, I mean, in more recent seasons, we have not followed up with the situation. 10 a.m. on the West Coast. UAB laying 3.5. Great logo, Colby, on both sides. Once again, Charlotte misleading the audience by suggesting with a pickaxe that maybe this man was looking for gold. Also, he looks quite big and strong. He must be eating a lot of protein. I can't imagine the people digging for gold actually looked that well fed back in the 18.
People love protein now. It's such a crazy marketing term. Protein.
They put protein in everything.
Protein chips. Proteins in everything. Oh, it's even Starbucks. God bless them. The protein latte. Like, I want a coffee.
My daughter is obsessed with protein. She eats the protein pasta.
Yeah.
And it's like, this isn't really good pasta. And you're just add some meat to the pasta and then you have protein pasta. I don't see what the problem is. Anyway, Colby, what's the angle here?
Well, I have a future on UAB here. I was kind of anticipating them playing Tulane, but shout out to the Clits for flushing the toilet on Elron Hunter and Tulane. But I'm still going to back my boys. Like UAB gets it done. I don't love them as favorites at home. Historically, Andy Kennedy's team loses almost every time they are, but I just don't think this Clit team is that battle tested. I don't think they're that good. And I think UAB is still a value play to win this conference. So yeah, let's go. Give me the Blazers. They're clearly the more talented team. It's just,
what was the price?
What was the price?
It
was.
I'm not looking at
here,
what the.
Hang on.
I'm not even in the. I'm not even in the universe. I'm just curious.
It was plus 2,200, and all three of us, I believe. I don't know if you did, Kramer, but I know Sean did.
Yes,
Sean took UAB with me.
Unleash the Dragons. Yeah, I'm not going against the Dragons. Ride with them. UAB laying the 3.5. Kramer, what are you doing?
I'm also on UAB. I another one where I made a mistake, waited around, so I only have UAB at 11-1. That's why I was curious what the number was. And I'm take the. Even though I guess Norfolk State didn't look very good at home, I'll take the home team here. Give me UAB.
Well, breaking news. Ed Cooley and the Georgetown Hoyas advance to take on UConn.
Wow.
Well, there's 18 seconds left, but they're up 16. Yeah. How about that? I mean, you're getting some. I mean, Oklahoma's destroying A&M right now. You got Ole Miss with the run in the SEC. There's no way we could put Auburn in, guys. Put it in Oklahoma.
Bid Steelers.
Yeah, put in somebody. Just don't put Auburn in. All right.
Just have enough. Just have enough like conferences won by teams that weren't supposed to get in. That there's no chance they can put them in. That's what we need.
But yeah, I think UAB's got to be the play here. I mean, the only thing is this year, specifically more so this year, but even in other years, when they're when they're just a favorite at home, when they're dogs, they're like the best team to pick. They almost always win as dogs, but favorites, I do worry a little bit. But the clit's not good. I'm surprised they got the dub today.
UAB actually is not good. ATS at home, 5-11. They're actually way better on the road, 8-4. ATS on the road, 5-11 at home. For what it's worth, I'm still on UAB, but this is it's a little different environment, I guess.
Yeah, it's the March environment. I don't know. You got plenty of experience on that team.
Yeah, I'm not worried. UAB rolls. Let's go.
Bonnie's taking on Dayton in Pittsburgh, 11 a.m. on the West Coast.
By the way, startyourfootballprogram.com to get the George Mason shirts. What a collapse. 10-point halftime lead by George Mason. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't have a football program. You blow big leads like
toughness.
this. Yeah, no mental toughness. And have you guys been following this Mark Schmidt St. Bonaventure story? I'm hearing rumblings that Woj leaked that he was retired or retiring when he was really fired. So he tries to dress it up because Schmidt's like a legend there. He's coached for like 20 fucking years there. Right. And had a bunch of tournament runs.
Supposedly Woj is doing some nefarious stuff behind the scenes to oust the coach to get in his own guy. But I'm confused.
But he's a great coach. What?
Well, yeah, but that aside, isn't Woj what was his official title? Like manager, athletic?
He's the GM basically.
Doesn't he have now? Does he not have the right to fire the?
He does.
Okay, so then why not just fire the guy?
Because I think it's bad PR because the guy, dude, he hasn't had a losing season. It's the St. Bonaventure we're talking about. He hasn't had a losing season since 2012, and even with that, they were one game under 500.
I love this story. I love this guy just going on a run to stick it to Woj. That alone, give me the Bonnies and the points.
I mean, I mean, Dayton is playing really good right now, but I don't want to get in front of this 6.5 with the Bonnies. I got to go now. Like we're all Team Schmidt. Let's go.
Kind of, but they also were. I mean,
Dayton's not good as a favorite. Is the other thing.
Yeah, but also I feel like the Bonnies were on the right side of the bounces, and I don't know. It's a good matchup though. So you know what? Don't let these
TV pricks come into college basketball and think they know what the fuck they're doing.
They lost by 2 at Dayton last time they played. They match up okay against this team.
What was Woj before? He was like a newsbreaker, right? What makes him
insider? Right.
What makes him qualified to run a basketball team?
No idea.
What coach do you think he wants to bring in?
No
the
idea,
Woj coach.
Dude.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, give me I'll take the Bonnies. Mutiny. We'll play for mutiny. What happens if the Bonnies make the tournament and then he's
that's what I'm rooting for.
He's got 0 credentials here, just because like.
All right, what do you mean? He's got a hot phone.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He was basically like Adam Schefter. So he gets news where he's plugged in because he worked for ESPN. If he was working for the Bridgeport Gazette, no one would give a fuck about sending him information. What a fucking guy here. He walks in and
copy and paste whatever agents text you.
Yeah.
And that's literally what they do Holly, what was her? Holly Rowe or one of the
Holly Rowe is a
female reporter. Yeah. She copy and pasted a breaking news, but it even included like, "Hey, this is back channel, not officially for the record." She left that in the copy and paste
Jesus.
of her tweet.
How do you,
Like literally, they copy and paste, and not figuratively. Like literally, copy and paste.
How do you do that?
And left that in.
I mean,
Hilarious.
this guy has 422 career wins, and just some hot shot ESPN bullshit comes in, and it's like,
Yeah.
need you to piss off.
Bodies for life.
Yeah.
They're live on the money line.
Let's
Fuck
go.
Woj.
Yeah,
I like turning on Woj.
yeah, I don't know if I like the way he's playing ball. Moneyline, yeah. Let's put that in a round robin. Oh, this is what time? Mental note. What time is this game? Will we be in Vegas?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
Oh yes. Sorry. So Sean, we might have to alter our normal plans and get some bets in before check-in / breakfast.
Well, we'll be good.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't like. I think I might have to take a different path than you, just to be safe. Next up, the magical run for Prairie View A&M continues. Now they're 1.5 point favorites against Alabama.
You guys doubted them. You
The
like your
doctor-
fancy.
the
You like your
doctor was
fancy
not
doctor
in the house. God damn it!
Who knew the most unreliable guy in the conference?
I was told he was going to show up.
Colby, what was the
I read
official
it on-
reason
dude,
he didn't play?
I don't know because it's hard to get information. That's what's hilarious about the SWAC. But the article that I read, which was hilarious.
Snitches get stitches. Official
So,
SWAC policy.
You know how like your computer will remember the like anything you went to recently.
Yeah.
Right. So,
ju-
like
just
on
anytime
our
Colby's
show,
Google,
on our
George
show,
Mason, start your
yeah,
football.
on our show, it was the article was there. On the TC show, like 2 hours later, it had since been deleted. Right. So I was like, oh God, here we go. And then he doesn't show up. Best player in the conference. I was wondering if because he only played like 7 or 8 games this year, and they went like 7-1. Right. I was wondering if he's trying to save his eligibility for next year because there's a
next level.
I don't know. I mean, might as well get another check.
That's pretty
but
funny.
PV worked out for them. But this is where actually I think we got to ride PV. They've won 5 straight.
Well, this
point. Yeah.
This is crazy. I mean, Alabama A&M, they lost to Alabama A&M by 20 points at home. Now they're getting now they're laying 1.5 on a neutral. That's an insane movement.
They're hot right now.
No, I know, but
They're hot right now.
that's kind of a crazy adjustment.
They just Alabama A&M just played in overtime.
Yeah.
So you're on a back-to-back with overtime involved.
That didn't work against Washington today, but I like the
Meanwhile, I mean,
I like the theory.
Well, I also Prairie pre-flop 40-1 to win the conference. Meanwhile, Alabama A&M was plus 750, and then I think the other side of the bracket is the chalk, correct, Colby? The 2 and the 3 seed.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I guess in that sense, a team that was plus 750 before the tournament is playing a team that was 40-1, and they're favorite, the 40-1 team. So even in the span of a couple days, their power rating has changed drastically.
Yeah, because they don't really know they don't really have a good handle on this conference.
How do you? It's just one team's hot.
Yeah, I'm taking Prairie View A&M.
One team's lost.
All that being said, just worth noting, they lost by 20 points at home, and they're laying 1.5 on the neutral.
Yeah, and their number
and
their number has moved a ton.
Colby?
All over PV. All over
Yeah,
PV here.
yeah,
They're hot.
yeah.
They've won 5 in a row. They've won 7 of 10. Meanwhile,
They're
Alabama
hot.
A&M down
They're
the
hot.
stretch, struggling, just 5 and 5 in their last
Every
10.
team in the
Let's go.
tournament's hot.
No,
If
Not
you're cold,
Alabama
you're out of the
A&M.
tournament.
Yeah.
A&M has lost 3 out of 5.
It's true.
Prairie View is spicy hot, like Colby said. So what is it? 7 out of 8. That's very good. Moving along to the Big Ten, where Wisconsin, Illinois, in Chicago. I'd imagine there'll be a supportive crowd. 11:30 a.m. on the West Coast. Colby, is this the end of the road for Wisconsin, for the Staples?
No, I actually think this crowd. I mean, it will be an Illini crowd, but Wisconsin fans will be there too. I mean, there'll be some fans because it's right, just a hop, skip, a jump away. But 8.5 is a big number. Consider Wisconsin went into Champaign and won outright. I got a future on Wisconsin. I got to take the Badgers here. Give me the 8.5 in the Badgers. Sprinkle that money line plus 260 again. Team Europe doesn't realize about what conference tournaments really are.
Really?
Right? Yeah, they don't even know the concept of tournament over there, do they?
Kind of. They do some tournaments. They do tournaments.
In basketball? No.
They do tournaments. Yeah, no, I'm with you. We're all on Wisconsin. I think certainly would have liked to see them play a little bit better against Washington, but got the job done.
Wisconsin's great as a dog.
On to the next one.
This season, they are very good at the line. You're getting a bunch of free points against the Illinois team. I mean, again, this just feels like it should be a competitive game.
All right, so we're putting this with the St. Bonaventure money line, right?
Oh, Badger, little Badger body money line parlay.
I'm thinking a daytime. Maybe I take a nap and wake up to a win round robin money line parlay. That's what I'm thinking.
Shout out to Moneyline Mac checking in, boots on the ground. My big Miami of Ohio tweets were all approved by their AD, who I spent 10 minutes with after the game. He was giving me the ammo to shit on these P4 bubble teams. Slick hair looking guy, good ass dude. Shout out to Miami of Ohio. See, now they're our team.
They are.
I mean,
they are. Go Redskins.
And also Mac continuing to just take his nuts out and drop them all over the place. What a flex!
Allegedly, we don't know.
What a flex! All right. On to the next slide. When Colby
on Wisconsin
gets around to it, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. A game we just saw a couple days ago: Tennessee Vanderbilt in Nashville. Vandy laying 1.5. Not on a weird elevated court though.
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Barnes in a conference tournament. That's his thing. Vandy so Tennessee won the first matchup. Vandy shit on us and yeah. Now it's Tennessee's turn, and Rick Barnes in this tournament is one that he always does well in. So give me the Vols.
The way that the way that Tennessee turned it up in the second half of the game today against
Auburn.
Yeah. I know this is when we back Rick Barnes, and then once the Sweet 16 gets here, we pull the ripcord and we jump out of the plane with our parachute. Yeah, this is potentially the third dog in my round robin. Ooh. I know you guys don't like the tiny dogs.
Well, if you're putting it with a couple of big dogs, I respect that, Ryan. 2
p.m. Anything you wanted to add here, Colby, other than don't overthink it?
Yeah, just don't over. I think Tennessee. I mean, they're the better, one of the better rebounding teams. I feel like. I mean,
no, they match up really well. I think, but to Colby's point, I think this is just a nice spot for a seasoned head coach like Rick Barnes.
The fact they just
away
played
from home.
too, the motivation, and this isn't the city that Vanderbilt resides in, but it'll be a Vol crowd. So, let's go. Yeah.
I don't mean to be disrespectful to people of Tennessee or West Virginia, but this is another version of a man with a musket and a coonskin cap. It would be pretty great to replace Tennessee with Moneyline Mac.
Oh, that would be an awesome Photoshop. Maybe we can get that.
UMass Toledo next up. We're back in Cleveland, 2 p.m. on the West Coast. I will say, Sean and I were talking about this today. The MAC might just become not satirically my favorite conference in sports. All of the, I definitely had eyes on every one of the MAC games today, and it was they were all excellent. Even though I lost with my Zips, I broke the system. It's Akron on a Friday, not Akron on a Thursday. Anyway, but now we have Frank Martin and UMass, the Minutemen, taking on Toledo, Toledo probably the game that I watched the least of, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know. This feels like another moment where you're going to want to be on the dog in these games. Like I think going forward,
the MAC is madness. It really is.
And
there's a reason why we hit on this on the future that me and Green gave out.
Yeah.
Toledo, Bowling
Well,
Green. Toledo wins by 1. That is the battle of I-75.
Well,
That's a huge rivalry game. Yeah.
Yeah, and Colby sold me on the logic, and it made a ton of sense, even as a non-MAC expert, that UMass was due to get a win. The Miami of Ohio was just such a letdown opportunity, and then on the other side, Toledo coming off this rivalry game was going to be a great spot for UMass. Now, the concern is that UMass doesn't celebrate too much after knocking off the undefeated Ohio team. I think that is a real concern, but
they're far. Hold on, they're far away from Amherst. Toledo, I feel like they probably got some fans
right down the road
in Cleveland there. Yeah, it's what is it? What did we say? It was an hour and a half or something, right?
It's right. I mean, in that part of the country, that's a hop, skip, and a jump.
You just won the season series against your number one rival.
Yeah, you're having some cold ones.
They're out on the town in Cleveland, which, by the way, the last bar I went into in Cleveland a couple years ago, right across the street from the Indian Stadium, had the cigarette machine still going. That's impressive. That's impressive right there.
Coin operated, or they got the digital. You can do like the tap.
Coin.
That's great about going back to Pennsylvania. There's like still a couple bars that there's some loophole. I don't know if it still exists, but if it's like a family owned bar and everyone in the family agrees that smoking's okay, then you can still smoke in there. It's an
Amish thing, probably.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably some like Amish loophole.
Pennsylvania loves their smoking, so yeah, I don't know if it still exists, but it's wild living out here in California. And I mean, going out to Vegas, that indoor smoking is just such a beautiful luxury. And it is always great. It's always so funny landing the plane and then walking by the little aquarium of smoke where it's just these people playing slots locked into at the airport. Normally people are so grumpy in the airport. Meanwhile, these people are locked in a box, just ripping heaters, playing the slots, having the time of their life.
We got delayed. I think was it college football Saturday maybe? Yeah, we hung out in the smoking lounge.
Oh, it was great. Yeah. Got a couple shots. The guy was from Ireland.
Lost CJ.
Oh no, it was like during I think it was maybe during the Ireland game.
Yeah, I think it might have been during,
because it was contest weekend.
Yeah, and we lost CJ away for
because we had
while.
to get off our plane, and then we're like, hey, he was like sitting in a different area. We're like, all right, we'll go. We'll meet at that bar, and then he went to a totally different bar. We got off the plane. We eventually found CJ.
Yeah, we eventually found him. All right, so Colby essentially predicted this piece of the bracket perfectly, and UMass was the play because you're going to get them coming off the.
Well, yeah. Not only are you getting them coming off that. First off, UMass beat them the last time they played them. Also, Toledo's 243rd in defense. All right.
Yeah. Let's go UMass.
UMass's offense, which I think, and then Frank Martin, he's a maniac. His defense will be ready. Because it's going to need to be. Toledo's offense is actually the best part of their team, but yeah, I just think UMass is a dangerous team in this game. Look, we just watched Florida State take Duke, and Florida State has won like 8 of 9 or 9 of 10 prior to the loss tonight by 1 against Duke. UMass swept the ACC this year. They're not a terrible fucking team. So let's go, Minutemen.
Yeah, and the tourney experience is Frank Martin.
Yeah.
I don't. Also, you don't want to go against that man right now.
No,
I don't think so. Although I will say, I think they did have a good game against Miami of Ohio, and it did all happen at the end there well for them. So we'll see. Not a good free throw shooting team, Sean. So you are going against that.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all on UMass. Next up, we got Duquesne, VCU. VCU, I saw squarely on the bubble. I believe first 4 out. They're certainly going to need this game big time. VCU laying 8.5. Big number.
Duquesne. Obviously, this is at what? This is Duquesne
in Pittsburgh.
Resides in Pittsburgh, but we do have word that VCU faithful have made the trip up to Pittsburgh.
Just ram it, baby.
Yeah, let's go. We can do that.
Are you receiving word via Telegram? How's that word getting passed down to you?
I count on. I have people out there.
You got people.
I don't know. They didn't text me. There's no proof this ever happened, but I found out. I met with someone. Now that I don't have my alcohol dealer, I found I still miss that in Santa Monica. But need anyone knows one out here? Let me know. I'm on the Rams.
Yeah,
I'm on the Rams. Like they're 9-1 in their last 10 games. They know they're a desperate spot. Meanwhile, Duquesne, as much as they're playing solid ball, like Duquesne has some talent, but I just think VCU in a get up spot where they need to win this game is the play. And I also think they might have the crowd.
Yeah, I would say this too. Duquesne has not been good at home. 5-10-1 ATS against the number at home. So I think this is a ram it. Give me VCU.
I am worried about like the back door because I could see like VCU being up at like 12-14 like the whole game, but I still think VCU gets it done. They win by 10.
So VCU would need to win this game and the next game to potentially play St. Louis, right?
They're not going to play St. Louis though. They're going to play St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, whatever to play the other side of the bracket. So they would need how many wins do they need? Do you think to get off the bubble, or do you think they just need to win the championship?
I don't know. I mean, if you win this, because right now I just saw Lenardi had them as the
first four out, right?
Yeah, first. I think they were the second out. So, you got to think this win's going to help a little bit. Duquesne's not terrible. They have a winning record.
Winning.
Yeah.
They just got to keep winning.
Yeah.
I'll lay it as well.
VCU's 11 seed right now, according to Bracket Matrix.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what the bracketologists are saying pretty consistently. So sometimes Bracket Matrix can get overwhelmed by the trailing, 150 brackets that they're ingesting, and you got to, Lenardi and whatever. Who's the new CBS nerd? Who's the bracketologist over there, Colby? I know you like to keep up with those guys.
They got rid of Jerry Palm and they did
what happened to Jerry Palm? They just put him out, made him walk the plank.
2 in the head.
maybe he was too decent and knew that they were cooking the books.
Oh no.
All right.
Oh no.
He knew the truth was out there.
I'm gonna ask AI what happened.
All right. While you're doing that, Ryan, shout out to Novig. Great way to get in on the action for college hoops. Novig, Ken, great sports exchange there. If you're not on Novig and you're in a state and they're in 35 plus states, you're not in Novig. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? These great prices are just awesome. A good place to play anything, especially college hoops. Use that promo code SGPN. Spend $5, get $50. Promo code SGPN. Very easy to use. Very easy to get set up. Get started today. Novig. Promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna betcha. Picks, prop sides, total. Rhythm has it all, and of course, nice tool to help you dominate your brackets. That's right. Get in, set up, send in a couple models, and they will generate brackets for you from the first 4 all the way through the finals. They got you covered. Love me some Rhythm, and they're doing a good job as always on these college basketball totals. Let's see if see what kind of totals we got kicking around here. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Iowa State, Arizona. We're going to talk about that game in just a second. They like the under 143.5. Again, get in, get involved. There's so many games. Need a little data to help you out. And the data dudes over at Rhythm got you covered. Promo code SGPN 25 if you want to go premium. RITHMM promo code SGPN 25.
Have you guys been watching the end of this Clemson Carolina game? Carolina has had a magical comeback right now. Clemson up 3, second free throw right now with 11 seconds left. But man, if you had the money line here, it was getting a little sweaty before those 2 free throws were made. But yeah. Oh, don't hit this. Don't hit this. Oh my God. It's a 1-point game. 3 seconds left. Just no. No. What are we talking about? Jerry Palm was replaced by
I was looking at him. I was looking into it. I guess he was replaced by a guy named David.
Like so many other Americans, it's been replaced by AI.
Oh, I do. You don't know who this David Cobb guy is?
I don't. I think I saw him on TV.
We can't have
no?
anything nice anymore.
Yeah.
I guess we all got to rely. This fucking Lenardi's got a monopoly on the situation. It's ridiculous. He's got the keys,
and he's cooking the books heavy. He's cooking the books heavy. Yeah.
Seton Hall, St. John's in the Garden, 2:30 p.m. on the West Coast. St. John's laying 7.5. They mostly were taking care of business. They let it get a little sweaty, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find myself fading St. John's. I'm not gonna fade him after that type.
Well, and I saw I'll try and pull it up, but Rick Pitino's ATS record in conference games is insane.
Oh yeah, I have it's. I posted it. It's on my feed. I know what you're talking about. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, but hard to not like St. John's here again. I don't believe in this Seton Hall team. Do you, Colby?
26, 6-1.
Yeah, come on, St. John's all day.
What's the since 2009 covered 7 in a row, 18-2 ATS and Big East tournament in that span. 26, 6-1 overall. That's from Evan Abrams.
I'll tell you this: if Seton Hall wants any chance of making the tournament, you win this game. This will sure help a lot. And then you, I mean, who knows who you get? I mean, shit. There's a chance they could get Georgetown the way they're playing right now. I mean, the points in Seton Hall. They just played like a week ago, right? They just played like a week ago, right? And we were on the Johnnies in that one. We were on the Johnnies. The Johnnies covered for me. I won a battle against McIntosh there.
Yeah, wait, sorry. Seton Hall just beat St. John's outright.
No, St. John's.
Oh, sorry, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Never.
And the Johnnies covered, and it was a huge loss for Seton Hall because they were just right outside the bubble. Now you can totally redeem yourself. Give me the points in the Pirates here. Let's go.
Kramer.
St. John's. We just read that incredible covering trend.
Yeah, come on.
Clemson wins 80-79 and they advance over North Carolina.
Nice. Do they play Duke next, right? Interesting. Purdue?
No. Do they play Duke next? Yeah, you're right.
I think so.
They do, right? Yeah.
I know ball. Purdue laying 3.5 against Nebraska in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. I've never seen this Purdue marketing material that you've used here. Purdue laying 3.5. I mean, that's what it looks like. Obviously, you're in cahoots with someone.
Are you guys following the Nebraska football players suing the?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
explain what's going on. Explain what's going on, Colby.
So through NIL, they have a clearinghouse. It's some company, I believe, in San Francisco, and they basically have rejected some of the NIL money from companies with Nebraska. And the whole team or their whole roster, a lot of their roster is suing and they're going to win. And what that's going to do is basically make the clearinghouse useless. Hilarious.
Why are they rejecting the money?
I feel like there's some type of precedent, but here's the problem. Problem is it's too inconsistent from school to school. So it's not going to, you can't limit. This is America. All right. You can't limit how much a company wants to give a fucking athlete. All right. So, now
that they're basically employees,
they need to be employees. That's the problem. They keep trying to make them non-employees and then
they're not employees. We just pay them to do work. So they're independent contractors. Either way. Yeah. I don't understand the legality of it.
Yeah. It's quite hilarious.
So the deals that were, so the deal, $1 million of deals were rejected by this clearinghouse. The deals were reportedly with PlayFi Sports, which is in Nebraska's multimedia rights partner. The rejections were based on the clearinghouse's policy against warehousing, where entity buys an athlete's NIL rights in advance for future endorsements or commercial uses. Blah blah blah. So I think it's intended to protect the athlete.
But here's why like if let's say they lose this in court, which I don't think they will. But the Nebraska Attorney General is getting involved. Right?
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like they're fucked. Like these. How do they not see this coming? It's like we're gonna do this way. When they started this, they said every school would sign on to this with like, hey, they're going to agree to go by these rules. None of the school, like half the schools did. Cody Campbell and Texas Tech were like, fuck you, see you in court. You know, like bring it on.
That's kind of how they do things in college sports. We'll do whatever we want and try and sue us.
It's America. All right. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? We got to take Purdue though. This is a distraction. And look, Nebraska basketball players are probably making some NIL too, right? So that's
worried about that.
Isn't that what makes college great? You like continue to make the comparison to soccer in Europe, but they don't have rules over how much those teams can spend. They can. Like, I mean,
there's no salary cap.
They can spend whatever the fuck they want.
Well, that's what's part of like it is maybe the most American thing that we have because your whole local town, like Nebraska doesn't have a pro team, right? Yeah. So they run their NIL like through everything. Their volleyball is huge there, right? Volleyball, baseball, basketball. And, you know, I just think it's one of the purest things that we still have. The NIL, actually, some people would say, no, that's the money you can't pay the players. I think it's actually one of the purest things of America, like breast representations of America. Breast representations? Did I say breast representations?
Sound like Pastor over there with his House of Horrors clip.
I mean, can we play that?
Yeah, play that real quick. Yeah, if you missed it.
Josh Pastner, head coach of UNLV, former Georgia Tech and Memphis head coach, with an all-timer last night. It's unfortunate that his Rebels lost because me and Green had a future on them.
No, that would have been fun.
Yeah, This is after barely getting in the tournament, or barely avoiding Air Force and beating Wyoming by 3. Yeah, go.
Many fans text me that this is a tournament of horrors for UNLV. It's the House of Horrors. That meaning that the last 10, and I said horrors, HORRORS, by the way.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
But here's the thing. They said the last decade, UNLV's been 0 for 10 in all games in the Mountain West Conference tournament except Air Force, not named Air Force. And they haven't been in the semis for over 13 years. So they said, they haven't won a game in over a decade against someone not named Air Force. I wanted to beat San Diego State so bad, but I always believe this in life. Things are deeper than they look on the surface.
This guy might be crazy.
It's like a WWF interview. It's like, you let me go, WrestleMania 34. Right? I'll see you, Hulkamania, over there.
He wants to get into some. He wants to talk about Antarctica. He wants to talk about the Earth being flat. Did you want me to play this whole?
Well, you got to get to the part where he's God bless America, because that's the James Brown part of it. Is like it's just
because of our loss, it gave us a chance to play Wyoming. If we had won, we would have played Air Force. So now we broke the streak.
This poor woman, by the way,
are deeper than they look on the surface, and because of that, we got to play Wyoming. And the House of Horrors, HORRORS, is broken. We broke the streak. God bless the Mountain West Conference. God bless the Rebels, and God bless the United States of America. Land of the free because of the brave.
Love your energy, Coach. Now coming up, taking that energy into.
Beware what you wish for when you ask a man. He should run for office. He should fucking run for office, because tell me that dude wouldn't kill it. And tell me this is not really him. Look at him. And look, to honor Pat, now we know why Pastner got the face shield. He got it from JB.
This is an all-time clip of James Brown. This is after. So in 1988, James Brown gets arrested for allegedly assaulting his wife with a lead pipe and shooting a gun at her car.
A lead pipe
in the ballroom. All right?
Professor Plum here, and then he shows up. This is hours later. He gets bailed out, $15,000 bail.
What are those?
Maybe Frank Martin bailed him out.
These are the original blue blockers. It looks like the '80s were a wild time.
He joins us for
He's coked out of his mind.
He's got gloves on.
Welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America.
He just starts naming his songs. It's so great.
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night.
Now, James, this isn't the first time you and your wife have had a problem. Are the two of you going to be able to work this out?
She's trying so hard.
Music.
You want to talk about music, and you don't want to talk about what happened.
No, it's all over.
Well, let's talk about your tour. When are you leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo.
San Paulo. Sao
Your
Paulo.
fans will have read all about this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
I'm concerned because there's nothing
What are
wrong.
you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say, I feel good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's work.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days. That's very good. Now, don't leave us, James. You stay right there.
I'm
We
not
have
gonna leave
more
out
that
to
we
do
have to
something.
talk about. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be
Hello,
doing on
Dad.
this tour.
Huh? What'd you say?
Sort of scarf.
What are you going to be doing on this tour?
I'm going to be
Where
doing
you-
Papa's got a brand new bag, living in America. Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
I understand that you have already, James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm eligible. I'm single. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Now, the women
Yeah.
love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Why is that, lady?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the
Oh,
source.
she's wet. She's a little wet.
Who joins us from-
His laugh is great. We got to
I
get
gotta
the
be
laugh as
honest.
a sound drop.
As I was watching this, I'm like, to me, he resembles Floyd Mayweather.
As I was watching this, I thought, God damn, art sucks today. This used to be what we turned our TV onto. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, the news was fun.
Gosh, man. God
really good
bless him,
stuff.
man. He rests easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's the exact kind of state of mind when you're in Brazil.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my goodness, don't even have to export anything.
You're not concerned about your ex-wife? Not at all. I'm going to Rio.
That's done.
Yeah, I'm moving on.
That's in the past, lady.
All right, so
Kramer, you're on Purdue.
We're all on Purdue.
I'm on Purdue as well.
I hate being on Purdue, but it's the play.
Yeah, it's Matt Painter. He does all right in these from time to time. Miami of Florida, the last Miami standing in conference tournaments. They're taking on UVA in Charlotte. Miami is catching 4.5. So 4 p.m. tip. And Garth's getting after it. He's going to do a little gauntlet, little combine work. All right, Colby, Miami catching 4.5 seems like the right play here. I like the way this, you were talking about him earlier in the season, was definitely later to jump on, but well-coached team.
Jai Lucas, and look, his obviously, his brother played college, high level college basketball. And then his dad is a coaching legend. Like, I got a chance to interview him, man. And I thought he was cool as fuck. I would send White Tiger to play there in a heartbeat.
Really?
If he was ever good enough, man. He was really nice interview. And he's a hell of a basketball coach. Clearly he's proven it. Look what he's done with the program. And one of the things I really did appreciate was that I didn't know this until this interview was that John Lucas and Jim Larinaga worked together for a long time. And that's the reference. Jimmy Larinaga is still coming to practice. You just basically infused it with young blood as far as like.
Oh, so he blessed them, and that's how he got the job.
And he was still, and he goes, he's allowed to come into practice any day he wants and school us on his knowledge.
I was going to say.
But then I asked him how many times is he doing. He said all the time. He said like sometimes 3-4 days a week. So you're getting the best of both here. Jai Lucas obviously knows the game well, and he's kicking ass, man. I'm very happy to see his success in year one. And they should have beat UVA in the first matchup, which I cashed on, right? And the fucking money line should have hit. It's gonna happen here. Let's go. Look, I mean, I actually just think Okay. For whatever reason, NC State just can't beat Virginia. Credit to Ryan Odom. They're having an unbelievable first year. I mean, he's got 27 wins. I don't think anybody had that on the card coming into the season, but they won by 3 in Charlottesville. And if you watch that game, I would say Miami was the better team for almost all of the game. Down the stretch with the crowd behind them, they were also introducing Tony Bennett court that day, and I felt like the momentum got the best of the Canes. This is a spot to jump on the Canes. I think Canes are going to get revenge here. I think Canes are I actually think they're the better team this year. I really believe that. So I think they get it done.
Yeah, I'm high on this Miami
if we
team.
need them to make free throws.
But UVA is not awesome at free throws either. So at least they're not giving up a ton at the line. I mean, they've only lost since February, they've only lost 2 games, and one was the UVA only by 3. The other was the Louisville by 3 at home. So 4.5 all day. Let's go, Miami.
I did see something though, Sean, that Virginia is the only school in the nation that has a top 25 football team that obviously went to the ACC championship. A team in the top 25, top 10 and currently in basketball, and their baseball also top 25. The only school in the nation to do that this year. So I think the narrative about these Wahoos is all pushed wrong by your co-hosts, Green. I think these Wahoos are special
Kramer
athletic
wishes he
department.
had the UVA athletics.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
that's not true. That's not
yeah,
true.
it's clear.
It's not true at all.
Kramer, you're on UVA, right?
No,
you love a good favorite.
Give me I mostly dislike both of these sports programs, but give me Miami. I do have a little investment on Miami making it to the Final Four. Iowa State, Arizona laying 4.5 here. I mean, took care of business. They a couple times it seemed like they were going to let UCF come back into that one, but they ended up taking care of business. And then Iowa State, a team that I've declared multiple times on this show that I have good investment on them making it all the way to win the championship. 4 p.m. tip, Colby.
Yeah,
I've never seen this. I've never seen this Arizona logo. Like that's wild.
It's like a tie.
They're the wild. They are the Wildcats.
That's a little too much.
That video is available for the public. Guys, I'm just trying to decide. You hot potato me. I was just deciding which player is going to be out for the year on this court this time. Will it be Jaden Bradley? Will it be Jaden Bradley of Arizona?
The court is not having a good conference.
I thought they must have listened to you, Colby, because they switched it to a hardwood look and feel.
Why do that
this time?
Why do that? Why not just play on a regular court? It's insane.
Who will it be? Could it be maybe Jefferson goes out for the year? You saw
Colby's
today.
got some real negative.
Well,
energy.
I just hate we're such, we are just all over the place as far as we care so much about player safety allegedly, but no one ever does anything about these things or playing on AstroTurf or, artificial grass, whatever you want to say. But hey, carry on. Let's do more of it. We care about the players, right? We care about the players. Iowa State's this is Hilton South. They're going to destroy them. All right. Iowa State gets it done. Yeah. Crowd is all the difference, especially after the injuries that hit Arizona. But yeah, I think Iowa State, look, go back to what was it? I think it was last season. They should have won in McHale and Caleb Love hit the 100-footer. This year they just got blown out by 16 on March 2nd. So revenge on the mind for the Cyclones. They're coming to basically their house. I'm all over the Cyclones here. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Arizona does feel like the team I don't want to get in front of either, though. Kramer. They're really.
They have the best resume all year.
Iowa State too, though. I feel like Iowa State's entered that conversation for me. Give me Iowa State with the points.
I'll go Arizona. I see the case for Iowa State, but my God, this Arizona team is just awesome. You're getting this Arizona team only laying 4.5 points. It's too short.
Let's head back to Nashville for Ole Miss, Alabama in the SEC. 4 p.m. tip. Alabama laying 10.5. Big number. Chris Beard has Ole Miss playing well. They beat down Blue Cane and my Georgia Bulldogs.
Never in doubt.
Mostly never in doubt. I will say, I mean, they were up for most of that game. So I feel like the fact that it ended up being close was kind of a luck box situation. Colby, do we continue to ride Chris Beard here?
Yeah, Georgia never had the lead in that game, dude.
That's what I mean. It wasn't as tight as it ended up being there at the end.
Well, I'm saying like they have yet to be losing in this tournament. They went wire to wire against both Texas and Georgia. And now they get a fresh Alabama team, which is that I actually think, I mean, it's not shocking because seeding is seeding, but Alabama, the way they play, the fresh legs actually do matter. But I'm still all over Chris Beard, man. Like they won in Tuscaloosa earlier this season, or what? The last time they went to Tuscaloosa, was that this season? I think it was this season. Might have been last season. Actually, I think they only played once this year. I think it was last season.
It was last season.
Yeah. So they did get drilled this year by Bama in Oxford. Now they were up in that game in the second half, I believe, and then Bama just went on one of their runs. That's the problem with Bama. Is Bama is just your lead is never safe, and the way the style of ball Ole Miss plays, it's always dangerous. But I'm buying in, man. Chris Beard is a very good coach, one of the better coaches in the sport. Yeah, I'm all over the points. I plus 350 money line. Sure. Sign me up.
I'd probably I guess you have to play the money line if you're going to take the points. I guess, obviously it's 10.5. This is one maybe I'm less likely to put in the round robin.
And don't forget that Utah beat Ole Miss this year, folks.
Exactly.
I'm all over Ole Miss. I mean, I get it. To Colby's point, Alabama does have the fresh legs, but Ole Miss is gonna. I don't know. They have a tremendous momentum. They're playing really well, and these teams that don't really like, what can Alabama do for their seeding? Maybe a little bit here, but I don't know. The motivation isn't there. And
the only thing we worry about is the legs. Third day, 3 games, and Bama is a team that runs.
Can you trust Alabama to play defense?
No, they're going to run them out of the building though. It won't matter. Switch my pick. Get me on Alabama.
All right, I'm with Colby. Give me Ole Miss in the 10.5.
Chris Beard, bad guy. Kent State.
Nate Oates covered up a murder. What are we talking about here? Or he played. He didn't cover up a murder. Ride. He played a player that was involved with the murder.
I didn't say he was.
Chris Beard, bad guy. I mean, Chris Beard had a few drinks, and who knows what happened. We weren't there.
I didn't say Nate Oates was a good guy.
What
I just
murder?
I said Chris. Exactly. Murder. Yeah, I mean, come on. Were there charges? I don't think so. Kent State, Akron. This is the play. Death taxes and the Zips on a Friday. Lay the 7.5 in Cleveland. 4:30 p.m. tip on the West Coast. Colby, I recently watched a video of a man landing from a parachuting trip down from an airplane, only to be attacked by 2 kangaroos. Yeah, I
saw that same video.
It was absolutely. I will say that is one thing I definitely want to at some point in my life see kangaroos in the wild up close and personal. But I've only ever seen like jacked kangaroos try to pick fights with people. So I do wonder.
Yeah, the videos of them boxing either each other or humans are great.
It seems cartoony, but it's real life. It's not AI. Hopefully I didn't get fooled. Colby, are you also going to lay the 7.5 with Akron?
I am. I think that they're really good this year. I think they should be in the tournament. I think they're motivated to get to the tournament. This is a gigantic rivalry game though. The wagon wheel has been happening since 1892, fellas. All right. And I just think that, look, they beat them by 22 in Kent, right? Earlier this season. Actually, they swept them this year. And they've actually won 5 in a row, but some of these ones have been close. 62-61 the last time they played in the MAC tournament in 2024. I do think Akron though is like Kent's in a rebuild a little bit. They're still good, but they're in a little bit of a rebuild. It's a down year.
And I feel like Akron got a little bit of a wake up call in that second half with Buffalo giving them a run.
Oh, that was.
I think they're going to be locked in.
That bald guy and the other white guy got so hot. I mean, 2 white guys got scorching hot. That's all.
This is March, right?
This game is great. It's a great matchup. Yeah.
Which, by the way, the bald guy in Buffalo is amazing. He just looks like a 48-year-old.
He's got like the Friar Tuck bald spot.
Going back to school for a degree.
The case of blue balls. Look, Buffalo's been a chippy team this year, man. It didn't shock me. I took Akron with you guys. I even ended up betting it. But man, Buffalo was a dangerous team. The MAC. That's why I'm saying the MAC is a good basketball conference. Like if you watch the games every night, they're good teams. They're good teams.
You don't have to tell me. It might be. I think if I might have to put out my conference power rankings before Selection Sunday, and Mac's going to be number 1.
Let's go.
So we're all on Akron.
I'm on the Zips though. I think they get home. Now I am curious the crowd here because both are very close to Cleveland. So I'm assuming it'll be a little bit more of an Akron crowd just because how good they are this year. But both gyms are lit. Both gyms were lit when they played the home and home this year. So
I'm thinking a football sized wager on Akron just for Friday to be interesting. It'll bleed right into the start of the VCU show. Actually, no, it should finish before the VCU show. It'll be great. Energy will be high. Davidson, St. Joe's laying 1.5. We're back in Pittsburgh. 4:30 p.m. tip on the West Coast. For whatever reason, the A10 games were not. I think they were down in like maybe TV8. I was not paying attention a ton to these ones. Colby, what are we doing here?
One of the best things that happened, I think, for St. Joe's is the guy they fired remember they fired Phil Martelli Sr. He was just a legendary coach. They fired him for Billy Lang, and Billy Lang had been pretty shitty as the head coach. Billy Lang abruptly, like back in October, right before the season, stepped down to take a spot with the Knicks in the NBA. And Steve Donahue, who was just Penn's head coach, who did a good job at Penn, comes in. There's a blessing in disguise because Donahue actually knows how to coach basketball, and now he's got a couple of athletes because Willie Lang could recruit. It's just he couldn't deliver in X's and O's wise. So, dude, St. Joe's is hot, man. They're playing good ball. Davidson fortunate to get out of the game today. Overtime win against Loyola. I'm all over St. Joe's here, man. I think St. Joe's is a dangerous team for everybody in this tournament.
And they're 10% better at the line. If you're on the fence on a 1.5 point spread, come on. All day, St. Joe's.
They've only lost 3 games in their past 14. They're very high.
It's hilarious though because it's like basically, a lot of talk with like the Penny Hardaway shit in Memphis bringing him back because he's one of their own or whatever. But like Penny always could bring the talent in. It's like Billy Lang could bring the talent in, but he couldn't get this shit to execute well on the court. And then you take a guy from the Ivy League and he walks right in and goes, wait, we have these pieces. Give me a little bit. Cause it took him a little bit. It took him, but once that shit got going in January, they've been a tough team for everybody in the conference.
Davidson, still 365th out of 365 teams.
Yeah, come on. No way.
Shooting the free throw. Yeah, let's. So, any adjustments to your Philly power rankings with the Villanova loss?
No, they're still good.
This is St. Joe's below Drexel.
Well, Drexel's out, so St. Joe's is above them.
Oh, so you have adjusted your
yes?
Were they because they weren't before?
No.
Okay, breaking news sound. Maybe we need to. Yeah, why do we use sirens when we could use a gong? Imagine you just had a gong sound effect, like a ambulance, or just a gong blasting as it's going down the road. Nevada, which Colby, Colby, we are gonna have to talk about this because
that idiot has no idea what they're talking about. Just because a sign, you sent me your little text message, right? And just because a sign says how it's pronounced. What? These are white people saying this shit. How do they know how Nevada's pronounced?
Well,
right? They're sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, we came in here, took over your fucking land. This is how we're gonna call. We're gonna call it Nevada." Right? No, it doesn't work like that.
Add it up.
I didn't really realize Colby was one of these land controversy people.
I'm just telling you, man. Look.
Well,
Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein.
I will not let some idiot just because he says, "Hey, this was on a sign outside of Reno." What the fuck? Reno is like what? Outside of Mississippi, it's like one of the dumbest fucking places in America. So you're telling me that this guy's interpretation of the fucking sign is how you're supposed to say it? No.
I'm gonna say that objectively you're wrong, but that's okay.
Well, we'll wait for Noah's.
I like
decision.
this. I like I like this. I like you being convinced that you're correct.
This is like coupon or coupon. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, I guess so. It's like any word where there's a correct and an incorrect pronunciation.
There's no correct. It's.
Oh, I see.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I see.
Wrong. It's up to you.
We are all just figments of Colby's imagination. Nevada catching 6.5 against Utah State.
What a comeback by Nevada, by the way. I ate shit on that Grand Canyon play.
Yeah.
The Mountain West, someone needs to talk to the guy doing the Mountain West games and just remind him that this is not UNLV's home floor. Multiple times.
It's Grand Canyons or San Diego States or Fresno States.
I'm just saying he kept referring to it as a place they had played previously when they played UNLV because they were in Las Vegas. It kind of thing that would have drove you mad, Colby. I did have volume up on a lot of Mountain West action today. All right. So I'm still riding the Nevada wave here. I have the future. I have the Steve Alford future in pocket. Is this when I jump off?
You should jump off because Nevada beat them last time, and Calhoun, I'm sure, has this one circled. And that game was in Reno, so this one in Vegas, I think Utah State will have a better turnout. Also, I don't think the elevation will be a factor as much. All over Utah State here. Lay the 6.5 all day.
Utah State rolls. I still don't believe in Nevada.
You didn't think that was a good win today?
No, it was. Maybe I'm skeptical. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought they played well. They had to deal with a lot of foul trouble.
It was good adversity. They were down big and battling back down big.
But
that's why you don't want to take them the next game.
But they also they didn't have their whole front court for much of this game. It definitely felt like they overcame a lot to.
But what about you? Well, hold on, but what about Utah State? I mean, they just came out and I mean, they look pretty fucking impressive today.
But that was always going to happen eventually to UNLV because they're like a firecracker, right? Eventually, it's going to blow your hand off. And so, give me Nevada. I'm proud enough to take Nevada. Oh, they call me. It's
werewolves. London.
People do not like it.
What people? You're talking to the wrong people. You hang out with an interesting clique.
It was Bowser who's the one who told you pronounce it wrong. All right, time for 3 locks and a money line dog. I'm in a quandary. I got 5 locks sitting here.
Really?
Colby, what are you doing?
Man, there's a lot. What
I'm just kidding. I like everything.
Do we just say everything's 5 locks?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, Colby snuck some extra. I'm just realizing Colby snuck some extra games in here.
Of course.
Well, I mean, it is March. We normally do 18, and you guys want to do the show early before it's like we didn't talk CSUN, we didn't talk Georgetown, UConn.
I'm a alumni of CSUN and couldn't even get him on the sheet.
Well, because the game wasn't over at the time. So it's like you guys wanted to pump this show out early.
My
so you can go home.
Right. 5 locks.
Have your little fish sandwiches. Have your little fish sandwiches.
Yeah, with your fat little girlfriends.
Let's lock up. UMass number 1
plus 3.5.
I'm gonna jump on Purdue laying 3.5.
Like that. It is betting on Purdue, which I don't do usually.
You don't have to lock that up.
Let's take UAB against the Clit. The Clit's terrible. Not happening. Not half.
UAB, and the spread is -3.5.
St. Joe's will be another one.
St. Joe's laying 1.5.
Let's also take Utah State as one of them.
So State laying 6.5.
And then we will add. Give me. Should we do here? Let's find
lock. Dog.
Ole Miss plus 10.5 against Bama. The dog to win outright.
Wait, so you gave out 6 locks?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Did we say 6?
Are we doing 6?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean? He just gave out. That was his money line.
No, my money line is actually the Bonnies. My bad. My dog is the Bonnies. To stick it to this hot shot TV guy coming into this college basketball world, not knowing a fucking thing.
Woj made a bad mistake.
All right, for me, Wisconsin +8, St. Bonaventure +6.5, Tennessee +1.5, St. Joe's laying 1.5, Miami +4.5, UMass on the money line. Kramer.
All right. First up. Let's go Bonnies plus the 6.5. Let's go Wisconsin plus the 8.
Oh no.
Can we play breaking news? Breaking news right now.
What happened?
Pat Forty announced that the Big 12 is switching back to a wood floor for the remainder of the tournament. Bill Self says, "I think it's the right thing to do." I rest my case.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Wow, you got to feel alive. Colby.
Well, a player got hurt. Of course, this was going to happen. That's the only thing. That's literally the worst thing that could happen.
Get these businessmen from New York City out of the fucking sport that don't know what the fuck college basketball is, sitting there trying to be they're trying to be a hot shot, whether it's Woj, whether it's goddamn Yormark. They're coming in and they don't know their fucking place. All right. Stay the fuck out of the game. Play it on hardwood like they always did.
Sean, you're right. Please cross off Wisconsin.
Okay.
St. John's -7.5.
I like that.
Akron -7.5.
Yep.
Miami +4.5. Iowa State +4.5.
Money line dog.
Nevada on the money line.
Going
went a little bigger for you, bitch. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. Dog. Tennessee on the money line. I'm hot with these +1.5.
You got scared.
No, I'm just hot with these small money lines. Which, by the way, I'm looking at this card. I'm gonna be in Vegas. We might as well just have fun.
I'm gonna be betting a lot of games.
I'm gonna bet all of them.
All right, Kramer. Let's talk Ivy League tournament.
Yep. Ivy League, got my Yale shirt on. Of course, Yale secured the 1 seed in the regular season, but due to the fun, the hilarity of the Ivy League, they get to go on the road for
my mask.
For the they go on. So the 1 seed has to travel to the 4 seeds campus to play in the conference tournament. Am I getting that right, Colby?
Yeah, they picked that before the year. Yeah.
But I don't care when they picked it. That's hilarious. This is the smartest conference in the land, Sean. And their top seed has to play a road game in the for every game in the conference tournament. We're in Ithaca. The game, this game starts at 8 a.m. on Saturday, Sean. We get some early morning basketball. Yale projected to be laying 4 points. Which also, when we get to the futures, it's very interesting to see that the winner of this game is essentially the chalk. Both teams in this game shorter odds than either team in the other game, which almost breaks my brain how that can be possible, but just tells you how big the spread's going to be in the championship game. Colby, any reason to fade Yale here other than the obvious home court?
Yes. Well, I mean, I've been really impressed with Cornell this season, man. They can score, man. They lost by 3, or no, they won by 3. I think the last matchup, but they can score, man. They got guys. They're the 14th rated offensive team in the land. I think at home with the crowd behind them, I think Cornell is the play. They're going to be ready for this. 5th best 3-point field percentage in the country, number 1 in 3-point field goals made. They're good, man. And I think they have just enough when you add in the home crowd to take down Yale. Let's go.
Hard not to like a home dog here, but Cornell is really bad at home. ATS. Colby, 9 games. How many times did they cover at home?
2.
Yeah, 2 and 7 ATS.
And one of those was against Yale.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm trying to find the photo.
Floor.
I'm trying to find the photo of. I should have had it named or something. I can't find it exactly right now. But when I believe it was so Ivy League took the year off the next year, right? So they were the first to cancel their conference tournament. They took the year off, did not play basketball when everyone else played the following November, right? Then the second year they played with mask, but it was hilarious. The photo of the guy for Columbia who was playing with the Bill Lambier face mask. And then he had the other mask, the breathing like surgical mask over him. And you're like, hey, this is safe to play in a run down the court. Like, how much oxygen is this guy really getting to his fucking face? Just classic times with the private school pussies. But yeah, man.
I'll take Cornell.
Is the play.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Give me Yale. Come on. I got the Yale shirt on. I'm not gonna. Although I do find it offensive that we have to go on the road to play our conference tournament. Come on, class of the conference. Penn and revenge, right? You love that angle normally, Sean. Penn, Harvard, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. This one is Harvard laying a point. Colby.
I like the way Penn's playing. They went and got Iowa's head coach Fran McCaffrey, who played at Penn, by the way. But what Fran at Iowa, they had some really good teams with Garza and everything that made the tournament, but they always kind of fizzled out in the tournament because they were not athletic enough. But the system he runs works. I think Penn's the play, and I think in the coming years you better watch out. They just beat Harvard by 3 back on February 28th. You could say revenge spot, but I just think Penn. The more they get used to Fran's system, the better they're going to become. And I think they're going to be a dangerous team in years to come. So I'm on Penn here against Harvard in Ithaca.
Yeah, both times they played, it's close games. Give me the team that's 12 percentage points better at the line. Harvard is the play. Kramer.
Yep. Harvard. The Ivy League played on a lot of Fridays this year. And I consistently was telling you Ivy League plays. I was on Brown a bunch, played some Harvard. These conferences that play on the island days. Thank you. Very smart. Harvard will make their free throws, as you point out.
Conference tourneys. Futures.
What's the angle here? I guess you guys will take Cornell plus 330.
I'm going to take Cornell and Penn.
Oh, okay.
Just because I think Penn is playing really good down the stretch. Cornell, obviously, you have home court, so there's extreme value on both. Don't take Harvard. Don't take Yale.
Give me Yale. Sometimes you got to listen to Colby. Sometimes you don't.
I'm taking Harvard. I think they win this first game, and then you're sitting on a juicy plus 475 money line in the finals. Simple math. Give me Harvard all day.
Good job.
Let's go. Ivy League basketball.
That's the last one. We did all the conferences.
We did all the picks. We got a awesome interview coming up. Colby, appreciate you hopping on. I'm sure we'll be talking on the VSiN show tomorrow night. Check that out wherever you get your VSiN. 7:00 Pacific, YouTube TV, Sirius XM 158. Check out the College Experience daily college basketball picks pods. And Kramer, now time for a special guest here. Joining us on the line, the one and only Kelly in Vegas. Kelly, happy March Madness. How we doing?
Hey, it's March. I've lost only one game today by the hook.
Okay.
That was the first half total in St. John's, Providence. And I was in the middle of a meeting, and you could totally tell that I was watching the game, and they turned to me and they said, "Yeah, Kelly, do you have any feedback on this YouTube, blah, blah, blah?" And I'm like, Huh? Sorry, guys. I just lost a dime on a first half total. It's March.
That's how people cell phone when they schedule meetings this time of year in the middle of the day, as if you're not already doing something else.
Yeah, and it's weird. You're like, hey, I'm in the gambling business. I'm having a gambling sales call while sweating out my bets. It's like, am I working? Do I love my job too much? It's a really weird place to be.
I'm gonna one up you guys. I actually did this to myself. I was hey, can we have it be like 1 o'clock instead of our normal 4 p.m. thinking I wouldn't have any action this early in the day. Yeah, listen, decisions were made. I'm going to be in Vegas next week. And I was like, hey, remember, there's no sales call next Thursday. I will not be sober at 4 p.m. Eastern under any circumstances.
Well, you sound like you have a similar plan as Kramer and I. I mean,
everything turns off starting Wednesday afternoon.
Yes. I cancel my other quote unquote work just to lock in. What are you doing for March Madness? Because we have a tradition. We always go to the Barry Manilow Theater over at the Westgate. Love that spot. The environment's so intense. Cheap drinks and food. We love it there. So what are your plans for Thursday, Friday, the Madness?
Yeah, I always tell people when you didn't pre-plan anything, the theater at the Westgate is the place to be. Super Bowl. I told everybody there's no free Super Bowl in Vegas anymore. Except at that theater. And it's first come, first serve. So you got to get there early. I will be in the Superbook actually. So if you guys want to come hang out, I'm going to use a comp tab of a good friend of mine and say, hey, we're going to drink up. And then my new play is to have them go over to the cocktail bar instead of the sports bar and get like nice craft cocktails for me and my friends because I'm so snotty these days. All jokes aside, we're going to be there all weekend long. I have some friends, they wanted to go to Stadium Swim on one of the days. They're like, can we please go get some vitamin D? And I'm like, no, we are locked in we have a booth for 4 days, guys. The only day we're leaving early is to go to Luke Combs on Saturday night. So I did let the girls decide like, okay, we can do one activity besides
that's it's going to be like 100 degrees, so it's going to be pretty hot out at the pool there, right?
And if you're drinking all day at Stadium Swim, you don't need heat stroke on top of literally sweating all these bets out. I think you had a great strategy because people always ask us, what's the move in Vegas? And they work up this giant itinerary. No, Vegas is the itinerary. Come up with one thing, one dinner, one event. That's all you need. And then everyone else is free time. It's great. Do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I've told several people of that before. My favorite is when my guy friends bring a new girlfriend into the mix. And then by like day 3, she hates all of us and is throwing a fit how she didn't get to see Vegas. And I'm like, you did not explain this to her before this. Like, we are here. We are not leaving this booth for 4 days. We are going to hate our lives at the cafe, eating steak and eggs at 7 a.m. And then we're going to be in the sports book 45 minutes before tip because that's how this works.
Yeah, it's the kind of environment where you have to remember to eat. Because you're just locked in, and also you got to question someone bringing a significant other to Vegas for March Madness, and if they're not at all into the that's crazy.
The ultimate relationship test. If you can bring her to Vegas for 4 days with you and your degenerate friends, and she passes, I mean,
it's a good sign.
No longer together. I'll say that. The last time we did this was 2 years ago, and that couple is no longer together. And I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah,
we did. Exactly. Yeah, we did the filtering for you.
One 4 day stint in Vegas for March Madness. You'll sort it out.
Yeah, but people always ask my wife. They're like, "Are you worried? Sean's in Vegas all the time. He's spending hours of fun." No, he's hanging out in sweatpants or like gym shorts, watching college basketball for 16 hours. I'm fine. I'm not worried about him. Going off and meeting all these chicks or no. Least of her concern.
I'm like, we're the only females in the sports book. Even in 2026, there's like hardly any women in there. Trust me, they're not there, and they don't. You haven't showered for 2 days.
Especially
the ones that are there for the exact same thing. They're there locked in, sweating out bets.
There's also a certain level of grossness that happens when you get that many dudes watching sports and just eating and not moving for 8 hours at a time. So I feel like the average female is not really dying to hang out at the Westgate Sportsbook that weekend.
No, but it's awesome. So excited for it. We do a thing every year, like our March Madness betting commandments. Either teams we're always looking to fade, types of players, coaches,
first half unders,
your Rick Barnes. Is there any obviously we don't know the bracket yet, but is there any type of teams you're looking to get on? Oh, hey, the public likes XYZ team, or what are your bets you're going to already have without even seeing the bracket?
The old adage is, like you said, those first half unders. I think it was 2023 was the year it was really bad. I'd have to look back. My buddy was doing a spreadsheet. And after that, I was like, okay, maybe this is no longer. And then I want to say last year they came back with a vengeance. Again, I could be mistaken on that. And then I was kicking myself the entire time for not betting them. But I really try to stay away from the cliche ones, the 12-5. Oh, everybody knows anything that anybody else knows, right? We know that Duke is the number one overall power rated team. And that's great and all, but that means there's not a lot of value on this team. Michigan, Arizona, Florida, probably Houston in that mix somewhere as well, right, guys? UConn, the teams that have been in the mix over the last few seasons are going to be bet on teams. Now, I will say this. I think adapting in this new environment of the transfer portal of NIL is going to be a steep learning curve, because what did we see last year? Chalk.
Yeah.
Chalk. Year prior, UConn just coasted their way to a national championship. So again, these old adages of fading the public and fading these blue bloods and these very well-known teams. I think what you really do want to do, though, is go on Selection Sunday. You get those deep dive teams, the Vermonts of the world. I don't think Miami of Ohio is going to make it after losing to UMass today, but if they were, that would be a team I'd be looking to bet against right out of the gate. They hadn't played anybody, and then they get in. I think they would have gotten throttled, but unfortunately, that's no longer going to be a thing. So I like to dig really deep, try to find those matchups where, hey, maybe this is a really solid defensive team that could give a Michigan State fits, a Kentucky fits, a Kansas fits, right? Remember, those are the teams that people are walking up there at the Superbook. They want to bet because those are the teams they know. I want to know the teams that I probably should have been paying attention to in December. So I kind of give myself a crash course once they get selected on Sunday.
Yeah, anyone that any of those teams that people are putting in their money line parlays where it's like -500, -800, how do all four number 1 and number 2 seeds not win? And then all it takes is just that one team, which as a dog better, it's so fun.
Compounding, you have the fact that it recency bias. It happened last year. Everyone's like, oh, the good teams are really good, and last year we have an example of it. Yeah, we'll see. It might have to bet some no's on that.
Yeah, no, that would be, and I think you nailed it with Miami. I mean, if they get in, they're going to be an auto fade. I mean, we were on UMass today simply with the idea, when you're screaming to the other fan base, suck our dicks, that is literally dumping the Gatorade, right? Like of course you're going to choke after that.
That's
one.
some kind of Gatorade.
Yeah, but I love those because any type of like bulletin board, locker room material that you can get like that, the opposing team, and Frank Martin, he does not hold back. And I was kicking myself. I had 7.5 in pocket, $0 on the money line. And I'm not going to make that mistake in March. I've already decided I'm going to pick round 1. I'm going to have at least 5 outright underdogs. Obviously I'm going to bet them against the spread, but yeah, I love the underdogs. If you guys don't follow me, that is what I primarily do, is look for those outright winners. And anytime I don't put any money on them, I get a little angry at myself. But
and that's how you know Kelly's a true DJ. I mean, the fact that you win on like the 7.5 and you just view it as a loss because you're like, the money line was right there.
It's also because you thought about playing the money line. So in your head, you didn't do something that now cost you money.
In your brain, you're grading it as a loss, which is true gambler mentality.
It's the worst.
Now what about, I know you're doing this March Madness Survivor contest with Splash Sports. Shout out to Splash. You're guaranteeing, or Splashes, I assume it's not coming out of your pocket, 250,000. And maybe there's an overlay, maybe it completely fills up, but those are always a sweet opportunity. Do you have a March Madness strategy for Survivor?
So last year, the strategy is save the teams that you want to go to the furthest, and then you can always hedge, right? Like hedge with actual money, right? This year I made it to week 18 in one of the revival survivor pools where we had to pick double picks, and I had the Kansas City Chiefs. No, Patrick Mahomes is not great. He lost to the Raiders. And I said all day, all right, here's what you do. Now you can just hedge. You got plus money on the other side. Nope. The Raiders did not want the first overall pick, and then they got it anyway. So it did not work out well for me. But in theory, when I say this, you want to be able to say, okay, I've got these teams going to the Elite 8. So I want to save these 10-ish teams, right? Have a couple extra overlays. I play 4 entries myself, so I can kind of mix and match the best teams. I just hope it's not chalky like last year. Having 4 overall number 1 seeds is not fun. I want to see upsets. I want to see them fast. I want to see them early. 2 years ago when we started this contest, it was awesome. Duquesne goes right out of the gate, beats BYU, and the floodgates just opened. The bloodbath started. And that's what makes it so much fun, because you're right. Everybody's going up to the window. They want to bet the Dukes. They want to bet the Floridas. They want to put them all on the money line. So you get one of those upsets, and all of a sudden your entry on Splash becomes a lot more profitable. A $25 entry to win $250,000 is really exciting. And I love those guys. If you guys knew Office Football Pool, Run Your Pool, now it's all on one thing. So when I lived in Vegas, we had a proxy service. So I did a lot with the Westgate and Circa with their football contests. I always loved to kind of play with the guys that had the pool since college, or the guys that had the contests on the East Coast that I got invited to when I was, 24 years old, that I was in for a decade. One of those fun ones. Now they're all in one central location. They have tons of guaranteed money over there. Go over there, look for the little green G. That stands for money. They should have just done a green money sign, but the guaranteed money, I love to last minute before tip off, go find them, because there's going to be overlays abundant. I don't think this one's going to have an overlay. I'm going to say that I think it fills. My contests have done really, really well in the past. I have a really loyal, degenerate following.
Let's go.
So it's going to be good. So you're going to want to get in quickly, splashsports.com/Kelly in Vegas.
I will say it does seem like there's going to be some overlay opportunities over there. And with the March Madness, unlike football, most people might not be familiar with the March Madness. Way more likely that someone backs themselves into a corner where they get eliminated because they have no teams left.
Yep.
Yes.
And so the strategy of it is a lot more important than NFL, because NFL, there's not 32 weeks where you're making picks. In this contest, you're very likely to burn the good teams, and all of a sudden, like Kelly said, if you haven't done the exercise backwards, you're just going to disappear one week. And so,
or the NFL. Look, I just said I was saving the Chiefs for what? Why was I saving the Chiefs? For Patrick Mahomes to tear his ACL against the Raiders, a team they never lose to. Not never, but you get the idea. I was like, all right, I want to. Especially with 2 double pick weeks, that's a lot. You're using basically the entire NFL. I think it started week 7. And the reality is you don't know week by week in the NFL. This is 1 month. You've got to map it out. Great. You've got to say, okay, here's a great spot where X team matches up defensively. I think they can spring an upset. Maybe they're only a 2.5 point underdog, but that's the spot to use them, because in the Elite 8, they're going to turn around and be a double digit underdog to either one of the teams they might be playing.
And not to give it away, but that is as someone who has not to brag, I do have 10 entries, but I will say that I certainly am going to play a lot of short dogs in the first round. You have to.
Yeah. And because it is March Madness, because you're picking, those Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Also, don't forget to put your picks.
Well, I was going to say there'll be guys.
I have great news.
Oh yeah.
Your picks in. They have a new feature. This is one thing that I had suggested to the guys, and they said, you know what, we're going to figure out how to implement it. When we had the proxy service, if we didn't hear from you and it was 5 minutes before kick, we would put in 5 randoms for you. So you didn't get a 0.
Yeah.
Now there's pick insurance. So it will pick the biggest favorite on the board for you. You just have to opt in. And I think that's wonderful, because sometimes when you're in 5, 6, 7 of these, and you think you put your picks in and you're hungover in Vegas, that game doesn't start till 11 a.m., but it actually starts at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
you're describing.
We've all been there before.
You're describing my life, and the most annoying thing is I mapped it out, and I would have done really well with the map, but it was like, I can sleep through the first game. And then oh my God, it was the first game. Shit.
Yeah.
The West Coast time zone for college basketball, I lived in Vegas for a very long time, is probably one of the most painful things after going out a night in Vegas and then having a 9 a.m. tip off. Yeah. It is very, very rough to do. Seasoned veterans only. I'm already kind of like, okay, I got to give myself a midnight, maybe 1 a.m. bedtime, which is like 3 a.m. body clock.
Yeah, you can't. Well, the games go till 10 p.m. too, so it's not exactly like you got to remember to eat and set an alarm to go to bed, not to wake up.
Liquid IVs are my little secret there, especially out in the desert. Yeah, highly recommend it.
I might actually just go down to there's a spot at the Westgate that gives real IVs. I think maybe that's the play Friday after spending Wednesday's like dip your toe in the water. I got to do some regular stuff, got to do a couple shows, go out to dinner. We're going to Legacy Club after Barry's, which,
oh, hell yeah.
And then boom, Thursday morning, 9 a.m. games tip off, all day drinking at the Westgate. Maybe Friday morning, that's a play. Go get an actual IV. Maybe we can get them to come to the sportsbook for us.
Oh, I saw someone, this was like maybe last year, a couple years ago, where it went viral, where a guy was sitting in the sports book with the little stand and the IV bag going. Back in the day, I got to work with Gronk on this TV show, and that was his go-to move. And he had just come off the Gronk cruise, and he said, no shit, he went through 9 IV bags. And I'm like, you're my hero, Gronk, for so many reasons. But
good thing he's super vascular and they can keep finding veins for him. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
I gotta be honest. People are gonna think us and Kelly have the same plans for Vegas. We're probably gonna cross paths at Barry's or Legacy Club on Wednesday.
Because Wednesday night we are doing a party at the Overhang Bar from 6 o'clock. Open bar, so come by, bring friends, whatever. Sweating out that last first 4 game.
And the total for women attending the party is 4.5. So that was
I got 4. We just need one more lady to show up.
Oh shit,
Kramer! I was all over the under.
Well, the under is, heavily minus 1,000 movement quickly.
Awesome. Well, Kelly, appreciate you hopping on. Appreciate your time. Love it having you on the show. Love to get you back sometime. And of course, everyone. Going to splashsports.com/Kelly in Vegas. Get in for the Survivor. If you're out in Vegas, come say what's up. Appreciate the time. Good times there. Shout out to our new buddy Kelly in Vegas. Kramer, the countdown is on. March 18th, Wednesday. It's less than 7 days away. We will be hanging out at the Circa. Watching Lehigh dominate, possibly. No, I'm guessing they're gonna play Tuesday and get the win, so I can get to see 2 Lehigh games in the tournament.
Well, they can also get the win on Wednesday.
It's also true. So
wouldn't you rather get to watch the game in Vegas?
Yeah, no,
that'll be dangerous because that'll be an
that'll be an electric experience. Hey, come hang out with us. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Drop us 5 stars and a review over on Apple Podcasts. Appreciate it. It's free. Only takes 2 seconds and helps us dominate the charts. Promo code March, 15% off everything, the gear in the merch store. And Kramer will be back Sunday night. We will have brackets. Of course, tune into the live VCU show on Friday. The audio will drop on the podcast feed. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Greenies. Ryan,
go yell.
Kramer, let it ride.
I'm wet.